What's up, guys? It's Benny. We are man enough to admit when we are wrong. We run a breaking news show. Sometimes a story develops in a material way, and we have to do an update or issue a correction. It's just the industry, right? We take things at face value with the facts that we have before us. And the facts that we have before us of Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime performance was that it was absolute garbage. Even the people in the room didn't like it. You can see everybody bored on their phones saying, yeah, we'd rather be somewhere else. You know, we paid $20,000 for these tickets. And, yeah, there's like dorky suburban couple dancing right there. That's about it. Those are the only people that are really into it. And they're probably drunk off their asses. And everybody else is just sitting there. There's a lot of these videos. In fact, it kind of seemed to match with the moment of the Super Bowl, this shaking off of the woke chains that have held us, having to scream as these avant-garde entertainers like Taylor Swift produce trash, right? Produce garbage for us culturally. I don't like it. I'm done with it. The woke moment was over. President Trump got cheered. Taylor Swift got booed. That's the story. Trump savages Taylor Swift in fresh social media barrage, saying she had a worse night than the Kansas City Chiefs. End of an era, right? Even woke ads from the NFL themselves of girl boss beating the entire football team. She's better. Girls are better than boys at football. God. These ads were destroyed. I mean, just savaged across social media. People were done. We're done. It's like a relic of a culture that has moved past you, and this is what I thought of the performance. I thought it was one of the worst halftime shows ever. This headline actually quotes our X account. Kendrick Lamar slammed for worst halftime show ever during Super Bowl performance, taking a swipe at Drake. Now, why am I starting by saying I might have to admit I'm wrong here? Well, maybe there are deeper references inside of this performance that I didn't get. Yeah, I said this. Hey, NFL, Trump won. We no longer let talentless, mumbling, pagan, satanic cultists do halftime shows and pretend like people like it. Thanks, everyone. I mean, this nuked, right? It's 3 million views, 7,000 reposts, 64,000 likes. So people did like it. And I'm not alone here, right? This is not music. This is some loser mumbling. There is nothing artistic or redeeming about this. Stop behaving like Americans like this. Again, 57,000 likes, 7,000 reposts. I'm not the only person who said this. You know, I happen to have a little bit of a flamethrower on X, sitting there like posting from my couch. Halftime show should have been the Village People with President Trump doing the Trump dance. Center stage, and you know it. Arena would have gone berserker mode. Would have been the most viral halftime show in NFL history. Read the room, NFL. Share if you agree. Look at this photo. It's a real photo. This is not AI. This is a work of art. Hang it in the Smithsonian. That would have been so fun. I didn't understand one word of the halftime show. Did you? I need a translator, says musical legend John Rich. Trump blasting some Elvis and James Brown right now in his box during the halftime show. Kendrick Lamar, USAID funding has been revoked immediately. ICE should raid the halftime show. New Orleans has a rich history of musical culture. Halftime shows could have been multi-genre spectacle of different artists who came together as a tribute to the city. Instead, we got mumbling midget in bell-bottoms. Yes. I mean, is he wrong? And this is what I'm asking. Because there are people that are saying that we're missing the point here. By taking this at face value and saying that I don't actually like the music, we're missing a much deeper message. And this is something that I want to bring forward and say, am I wrong? I'll leave it to the chat, right? To the comment section to determine that. But what I am saying is, in the lead up to this, and I'll get to the occult part in just a second, is that I'm not alone in hating this performance. Anyone over the age of 40 watching the NFL halftime show. Drake watching Kendrick put on one of the worst halftime performances in history. Zero leftists complain about the lack of diversity in these halftime shows. Halftime shows are complete garbage, right? Rihanna, Black Lives Matter, Black Panther, like stuff. It's so cringe. It's so dumb. Everyone's so over it. It's the worst halftime show I've ever seen. Anti-American propaganda aside, boring choreography, boring outfits, boring sets, no impressive singing or visual instrumental performances. Really just a cultural low. People don't like it. This halftime show sucked. Halftime show sucked. Halftime show sucked. The entire IQ spectrum has been represented here. Kendrick is not mainstream. Nobody really knows these songs. Performatively black halftime shows are very passé. It's not 2021. 43-year-old mother of two, Serena Williams, crip walking in a blonde wig is embarrassing. Yeah. Super Bowl halftime show would have been more entertaining if they just set up a desk at the 50-yard line and let President Trump sign executive orders. Even Theo Von says boring halftime show, right? He's an entertainer. Plays to stadiums, of course, right? Everybody hated it. Everyone hates it. Okay, let's just call it what it is. Everybody hates it. Nobody actually knew the songs. This was hands down the worst halftime show I've ever seen in my life. Thank you, Kendrick Lamar. For years, I've been paralyzed and stuck in a wheelchair, but when you started performing at the halftime show, I gained the strength to get up and turn your trash-ass music off. Thank you. From the disabled community. My ears listening to Kendrick Lamar. Halftime show sucked. It's okay to say that it sucked because it sucked. Yeah. This will go down in history as one of the worst halftime shows of all time. I'm not alone, Donald Trump was, rage posting about the penny during the halftime show. But then I saw this video on my timeline. I have no idea why it was suggested to me. This individual breaks down all the symbolism inside of Kendrick Lamar's set. And I said, wow, this is actually quite interesting. This is like Illuminati level stuff. This individual was clearly like sending a message. This is fascinating to me. Have a watch.
Easter eggs you might have missed in Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl bonanza. The performance begins with Uncle Sam, Ewell L. Jackson, an actor known for playing roles that represent the man. We see Kendrick's set assembling the American flag, symbolizing that this very country was built by Black Americans. But think deeper. K-Dot did not spare the certified lawyer boy, Drizzy Drake. His chain was a lowercase a, or in other words, A minor. Serena Williams appeared to perform a local LA dance called the Crip Walk, a move she got in trouble for in her tennis career. But she is also Drake's ex-girlfriend. And where did she perform the dance? Right in the X. Now the whole stage was shaped like a PlayStation controller. But why? Well, think deeper. PlayStation is owned by Sony, the same company that owns Drake's label. You know they love to sue, indeed. See, this beef all started when Drake and J. Cole proclaimed they were the big three, and big as the what? Big as the Super Bowl. Well, here we are. Kendrick's final full circle cheat code. Game over.
Okay. Huh? Like what? Listen, man, it's like very interesting. I find this kind of stuff compelling in the sense that I appreciate it when people go a little bit deeper. The A minor on the dude's necklace definitely does ring true. This is an accusation that Kendrick Lamar has leveled against Drake, that he's, like some young, in the words of one of the Jeffrey Epstein victims. She was talking about Bill Clinton, not Drake, but nonetheless, this has obviously inspired multiple lawsuits between the two artists, and they are big-time beefing. So here's your symbolism in the first place. Some on the internet are saying, actually, that Kendrick Lamar is trying to give a message that is positive and against pedophilia and child predators. There are entire articles written about this. I encourage you to go check them out. But let's dive in just on a cursory level, because I am certainly no expert on this stuff. Here's what's being said. Could it be we just witnessed a performance show of occult ritual ceremonies being done away with? The show started with what looked like your typical ritual ceremony, except the pyramid is upside down and reversed. Magic Square of Saturn turned into a tic-tac-toe game. Rapper sang "Turn off your TV," rapping about pedophiles. Girl in the red, which normally represents a sacrifice, was spared. Red, white, and blue outfits. People formed the American flag. The words, warning, turned back. The words, game over, at the end. My mind went straight to ritual ceremony because it seemed to be started as one, but closer look shows that the performance show, showing from a very beginning and the start of occult rituals, ending with them not being carried out or reversed. This may well have portrayed the secret occult order coming to an end. The game is over. It's game over, right? What do you think? Kendrick actually just called Drake a pedophile at the halftime show. Kendrick Lamar performed Not Like Us during the halftime show as a dig against pedophiles, and one unnamed rapper at a political right did was slam his performance. He censored the lyric that called the rapper a pedophile, but still sang the part where he says trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. The crowd gleefully sang the song. Kendrick Lamar calling Drake a pedophile during the Super Bowl halftime show is the funniest thing to ever happen. Just read this. For everyone confused about the halftime show, it was a bold statement to the rest of the elite about pedophilia. Hence the modesty of the outfits and the symbolism of America. He was taking a stand for children. He'll likely catch huge lawsuits over this, but hey, you can gripe and complain and be blind and not know every single word he's saying, but has any other performer that you can name made this bold statement before to protect children. I'm a fan of this message. You know, again, I'm not a very prideful man. I'm happy to admit when I'm wrong. Am I wrong here? Prima facie, on its face, I didn't like the performance because it's not my style of music. I don't know any of the songs. I don't listen to this. And so what? That is what it is, right? I didn't like it. But am I missing something? Some people online are saying I'm missing something. The only good thing about Kendrick Lamar's halftime show was calling out the pedophile. I'll give him that. Imagine being Drake and getting ready to watch the Super Bowl halftime show, being dedicated to you being a predator. Yikes. You know, the A that Kendrick was wearing tonight, that's a nod to him calling out pedophilia, A minor. These are the lyrics to the song, not like us. So there you go. You conservatives look goofy as hell trying to bag on the fact that we finally got a halftime show that didn't have nudity, sexuality, demonic symbolism, and called out pedos. So these are you can look up the lyrics yourself, right? Maybe you know the song. Maybe you know much more than I do. I'm pretty sure the message in this show was that Satan lost and the children will no longer be harmed. It was an overall message to let the satanic Hollywood elite know that their time is up. Game over. I would love to agree with that. I mean, I'd love to say, yes, that's what it is. I got it all wrong. I'm stupid. I don't know. But I don't know. You know, there's plenty of people on the other side, right? Saying, no. Actually, he's a cultist. He's a Satanist. He blasphemes Christ, right? Kendrick Lamar dresses like this in like a crucifix, crown of thorn on his head. He's a Satanist. Stop celebrating him. He's blaspheming. He's literally one of them. They only ever mock Jesus. I know what I don't know, which is, I don't know. What do you think? Okay, so let's accept the premise that this is what Kendrick Lamar was doing. Well, then I support it. Maybe I'll take my tweets down. I don't know. Like if he comes out and does an interview, that's like, yeah, actually, I'm like Cat Williams has done this. I'm going to call out the predators in Hollywood for coming after children and being monsters. If he comes out and does an interview like that, I'll take my tweets down. I'll be like, okay, I didn't understand it. I guess it wasn't my style. And if that's what you're saying, I agree with you. I can agree with the message without having to like the vehicle for the message. Fine. But there's plenty on the other side saying that this, little midget rapper who's friends with Barack Obama, who's friends with some super shady, super dark characters, who has done performances that billions of Christians around the world would find offensive, and blaspheming and mocking, that we're reading. You're giving them too much credit here, right? So I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. Got to have Alex Jones on to talk about it. Right? What's my problem? Just book Alex Jones, right? And have a conversation. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. I still didn't listen. Still didn't like it. Okay? Still didn't actually like the performance. I was watching it. I was like, what the hell is this? It's not my cup of tea. All right? But I suppose I can agree with the messaging. If that's what he's actually fighting, then we do have common cause. Guess we'll wait and see. Till then, please, just Donald Trump with the village people doing the Trump dance. That's all I need. It's your boy Ben. Like, share, and subscribe to you.